Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to another new Resident Evil Resistance video. I hope you guys all doing good. Like I said, I'm starting a tier list with the masterminds first, and then I'm going to do another one with survivors. Some people just asked me if I am doing a tier list. I said I could, but why not? So now here I am. I'm doing the tier list. So we have only 5 masterminds, so I also will only make 5 masterminds. Alright, before we get into the video, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and if you enjoy my videos, always appreciate it. Alright, let's start with the tier list. I guess we start with Annette. Alright, Annette, where I could put her? I think I would put her on an A tier list, because she is actually one of the best creature masterminds in the game, just because of defense. Her creatures, especially the tough zombies, can be very, very strong and very tough if someone's using defense on her, like Resilient Skin Free 2, Researcher's Brain. You know, they can be all very, very tough, especially in Area 3. So yeah, definitely Annette deserves A tier, but of course there are also other builds. For example, we have Ambush Annette, which is actually, yeah, it's okay against good teams. It's actually, yeah, still okay, but not that strong if the team knows what they're doing. But yeah, I think my personal favorite is the defense Annette, as long as it's working. Yeah, all right. Then with the next, Daniel, I would put Daniel on the B rank. He's a good mastermind, has good skills. Bioweapon, actually the worst, but to me personally, I don't think he's the worst. I think the thing what makes the bioweapon so the worst in the game, it's just because he's a very easy bioweapon kill to kill, to put him down, because he only has around 11,000 HP, which is very low. For example, a good Jill with high damage, with the Valerie scan and yellow boost, plus the dodge, can make Mr. X down in 2 shots, which is absolutely insane. But anyways, I think Daniel is pretty good, honestly. Also, he was my main before Nikolai came out. He has some very interesting builds around, like my own Experiment Daniel, which is very fun to use, very fun. It's a Nitro selection with Invincible. That's very fun. I also played my own Parasite Daniel, which is kinda nuts playing it, but sometimes also fun, just for fun. Yeah, I think his meta builds, his very strong builds, are with Equilibrium mod and Endurance, but I barely play Endurance because it's literally dead, because Kashima just killed Endurance literally. Yeah, that's why Invincible is my favorite, and I prefer it over Endurance. Yeah, so I think Daniel is pretty solid. All right, next is Alex. Um, yeah, putting her on S tier. Why? Because her trap Alex is very, very strong. Infection Alex, yeah, kinda, it's decent. It's a solid build, but very, very easy to counter. But trap Alex, I think trap Alex is way better than Infection Alex. You know, if you don't have a Valerie with Nullify, then you're definitely going to die for sure, or at least it's not going to be easy to beat her. Yeah, traps pretty much very strong, make a lot of pressure. Um, yeah, what else? I mean, especially in Area 3, the detonator mod actually makes the entire work, just put the traps and it detonates from itself. Yeah, I don't think there are many other builds for her. And yeah, talking about Yateveo, well, I've many people saying Yateveo is the worst bioweapon. I don't think so. I think she's stronger than Mr. X for sure. Just because, I mean, if you don't have knowledge how to use Yateveo, it's just because you never really had the knowledge about her. Uh, Yateveo is actually a bioweapon which can placed in close rooms or just block the way where the survivors have to go through. I mean, okay, if the team has a damage healer, Yateveo is weak and easily killable. But anyway, she at least doing her job, blocking the way, takes some time, makes a little bit pressure. But yeah, overall, Yateveo is fine to me. Next step is Spencer. Definitely, I consider myself as a Spencer main by now, just because I recently, or let's say, I made a new build with him. I call it myself Cal Spencer. It's a mix of creatures and traps. It's an area 3 build, which is very fun and strong. Pressures very well the survivors, even top players, teams. Yeah, what else? I mean, I think this build and the Terminal Spencer build actually the only ones who are really working very well, especially Terminal. I mean, even if you have good counter against this build, it's not really 100% guaranteed that you're going to win because area 3, you guys all know, reroute, very OP on Terminal Spencer, depending on the map, like Bemusement, very strong. But this Chaos Spencer actually is very, very strong, can make a lot of pressure, stress you out, you know. You gotta be careful how to deal with it. Traps, creature spamming, you almost have infinite energy because you cycle, everything costs one. You're using hypercharge, everything still costs one. Cycle till you have 3 mods or 2. You get mod recycler, get the energy back. And all for the traps, you also gain energy back a little bit, depending which trap. Especially, I prefer the airburst trap, which definitely gives the most energy back from all. Yeah. Terminal Spencer, like I said, I don't even want to talk about it. I'm sorry, my headset got off. Anyway, I was talking about Terminal Spencer, right? Yeah. Like I said, Terminal Spencer is pretty much very, very broken. That I'm saying that from because I'm myself a mastermind main. I know how broken and very strong, how strong it is. Yeah, I think it's the only build that's really not fun to fight or play against or whatever. I mean, I'm actually fine with Spencer, very, very good mastermind. Especially, I also like his D field, very strong as well. If you put it right, can save you can save your match most of the time. You can get some time back, or you can counter some other stuff like interference. You gain some time, and that's all I want to say. All right, I think the last is Nikolai. Um, S tier. Oh, I he was supposed to be a A tier mastermind, but then I thought, why not? I mean, he's probably one of the strongest masterminds in my opinion, just because of his guns, his modified gear, modified recoil springs, making him even stronger. The fast shooting, the fast assembling, disassembling. His bioweapon can be very terrifying, very strong, especially with the rocket extermination. Um, yeah, the shield can help you a lot with Nikolai, can make you You can make yeah, make a good setup with the shield if you have the right hand, like shield, goop, and then the machine gun or rifle, whatever. Or you can do the same with air cannon energy leech, or goop energy leech, whatever. Very, very strong masterminds, but also has a lot of weaknesses because you're only dealing with cameras and with the bioweapon, so you don't have creatures with him if you're playing gun Nikolai. So it will be very, very hard with Nikolai if you don't know how to play with him, because they are all focused on the cameras. You have more pressure than usual. Yeah. Nemesis, I mean, it's okay if you know how to use him. Actually, one of the strongest bioweapons, but also has weaknesses, like Mr. X. He also has the same amount of health like Mr. X, 11,000 HP. But the good thing on Mr. Nemesis is that if he goes down, then he's down for around 7-8 seconds, not like Mr. X, like for around 20 seconds or something. Yeah. His tentacle, pretty much good for avoiding survivors to activate terminals. Yeah, I think that's all. I mean, that's Nikolai. Strong mastermind, a lot of weaknesses, but his guns in combination with the shield and goop and stuff can make him very terrifying as well. Yeah, alright, that was my tier list. It is very short. I know I was late to do that, but I had some people requested that in my streams, which I also appreciate. Yeah, I think that's it for it. That's it for now. I'm going to make a survivor tier list as well later in the next few days. I will guys let you know. Yeah, what do you think about it? Like I said, it's my personal opinion, my own opinion. Maybe you have your own opinions about this tier list. Just let me know in the comment section. What do you think about those masterminds and the placements? I think it is actually pretty fine to me. Yeah. Then I wish you all a good day, good night. Take care. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Much appreciated. And yeah. Have a nice day. Bye.